Have you ever noticed that moment, the shift? 1 minute, everything feels connected and easy, and the next, there's a distance you can't quite put your finger on. He pulls away, and your mind immediately goes into overdrive. You start replaying every conversation, every text, every shared glance, trying to pinpoint what you did wrong. Did I say something weird? Was I too much? Did I move too fast and scare him off? We've all been there, caught in that spiral of self-doubt. But here's something I want you to really hear. More often than not, it has nothing to do with what you said or did. It's about what he starts to feel when things get real. When a man pulls away, it doesn't automatically mean he's losing interest. In fact, sometimes it means the exact opposite. He's starting to feel something deeper, something more significant. And honestly, that terrifies him. For a lot of men, true emotional closeness triggers a primal response. It's not love they feel in that moment. It's fear. It's the fear of losing their independence, the fear of being vulnerable, the fear of being truly seen for who they are, flaws and all. He feels that connection with you growing stronger, and his instinct isn't to lean in and embrace it, but to retreat. He pulls back, not because he doesn't care about you, but because caring feels deeply unsafe to him. Think about it. Most men aren't taught how to handle big, overwhelming emotions. From a young age, they're told to be strong, to stay in control, to keep it all together. So when a powerful emotion like love or deep attachment starts to surface, their default programming kicks in. They do the only thing they know how to do. They pull away to regain their sense of control. And that's where the painful cycle begins for so many of us. You feel him creating distance, and your natural, loving instinct is to close that gap. You reach out. You send that "Is everything okay?" text. You ask if you did something wrong. You start chasing, seeking reassurance that he's still there, that you haven't lost him. But here's the cruel paradox of it all. The more you chase, the faster he runs. The more you reach for him, the further he retreats. And it's not because he's annoyed by you. It's because your energy, which comes from a place of anxiety and fear, feels like pressure to him. It doesn't feel like the peace and safety he subconsciously craves. He needs space to process what he's feeling, and you need to learn to trust that his need for space isn't a rejection of you. Let's dig into the quiet truth behind this dynamic. A man who is emotionally overwhelmed will almost always confuse closeness with danger. He's not actually running from love. He's running from the feeling of being exposed and vulnerable that comes with it. His nervous system is literally reacting to the intensity of the connection. He's afraid of losing his independence, his freedom. He's afraid that if he fully gives in to these feelings, he'll lose a part of himself in the process. And yet, the very thing he is running from, genuine, deep connection, is the very thing he desires the most. So, what is your role in all of this? It's not to chase him down and convince him you're worth it. Your job is to stay grounded in your own energy. When he pulls back, don't fill that uncomfortable silence with your panic. Fill it with your presence. Hold your center. Remember that powerful, lasting attraction isn't built on constant contact and validation. It's built in the tension, in the space between. It's the magnetic pull that happens when two whole, independent people choose each other. When you stop chasing, you create the very space he needs to return to you willingly, not out of obligation or fear. When you remain calm and centered, you become a safe harbor for him, not another storm he has to weather. And trust me, the right man, A man who is ready for what you have to offer will feel that difference immediately. Men don't fall for women who demand their attention. They fall for women who are grounded in their own lives, who know their worth, and who don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Sometimes he might pull away just to test the space. He wants to see if the connection you shared was real, or if it only existed because you were constantly feeding it with your attention and effort. But when you don't chase, when you don't collapse into a puddle of fear and insecurity, you show him something powerful and new. You show him a love that isn't needy, but stable and secure. You show him that your happiness doesn't depend on his validation. That is what ultimately draws a man back. It's not your persuasive words or your grand gestures. It's your stillness. It's the quiet confidence you exude. Because your stillness feels safe to him. And in a world that feels chaotic, safety is one of the most irresistible qualities a person can possess. So, the next time he pulls away, I want you to try something different. Don't panic. Don't call your friends to dissect his every move. Take a deep breath and let him go. Let the distance breathe. Let him feel your absence. Let him miss your energy, not your anxious energy, but the peaceful, confident, magnetic energy of a woman who is whole on her own. If he is meant for you, he will come back. And if he doesn't, his absence tells you everything you need to know without a single word being spoken. You are not on this earth to chase someone into choosing you. You are here to embody someone so worthy of being chosen that the choice becomes effortless for the right person. When he pulls away, you're not losing him. You are finding yourself. You're remembering that your worth isn't tied to his presence. You're remembering that true love is not a chase, it's a match. It's two people meeting in the middle. The right person for you won't feel the need to run when things get real. You don't have to convince anyone to stay with you. You just have to be so unapologetically, beautifully grounded in your own truth that anyone who isn't ready for that level of authenticity will naturally fade out of your life. His withdrawal isn't a rejection of you, it's a reflection. It's a mirror showing you just how strong you've become. It's showing you how much you've grown, how you've stopped begging for connection and started attracting genuine respect. And maybe, just maybe, that's where real, lasting love begins. Not with chasing, not with clinging, but with standing still in your own power and letting the right person move closer to you. If this message resonated with you on a deep level, you already know what you need to do next. Don't text him. Don't overthink it. Just take a deep breath and start to trust that distance, when handled with grace, can be a sacred and beautiful part of the journey. Because when you finally stop chasing, you give love the space it needs to find its way back to you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this was helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content just like this. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.